Morning, y'all. Okay, welcome back. So we got a lot of things to do today, and I'm starting by taking off the duvet cover. I did get this from Shein. If you didn't see that video, you can hop over to my shorts. I know most of you don't watch shorts, but shorts are easy for me, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I am trying to put out more videos, though, y'all. I got 6 waiting. 6. Go with me on that. Somebody make some noise for the 6 videos that are already ready. Praise God. Okay. But this duvet needs to be washed because it's white. And Mama is not white. And she lays on the bed. And so I don't want to have, I want to keep it as integrity white as I can. So I'm actually just pulling it off. I don't have one of those special duvet inserts. I just have an old comforter that I fold up and I put inside to fluff it out, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna put it in the wash with all of the white bed pillow covers and this white blanket that I use. It's all going with some bleach, and we're gonna leave the bed unmade until it's all dry, and then I'll put everything back on. In the meantime, I'm gonna go through my shoe organizer. It's time to switch over to summer shoes now because we're not wearing boots anymore, and I don't wear booties a lot, only in the wintertime. Okay. Let me pull this one off. And then we're going into the kitchen, right? Home organization challenge day 2, and I'm behind, y'all. When I'm on break, I want to be on, when I have a short spring break, I just want to be on spring break. But that's not the life I live. I got to clean my house. And we keep the house picked up, but I'm talking about the deeper things that need to get done, which haven't gotten done. And so we're getting stuff done around here. My roots are bothering me, but it's not in the budget to get them done. And most people like this double color stuff. It's not my fave. But it's not in the budget. So we're going to have this 2-tone situation for yet a minute longer. I really need to go get them done, but it's $80 every time I go, and then I give a tip. So I'm paying $100 for my hair. It's about $100 for my nails and my feet to get done. So that's $200. Like, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to navigate personal spending on what I need versus what I want. This month, I'm choosing to get my nails done because I have had to cut my nails off. My nail girl is out of town this week. And they were growing so long. I keep them very short. They were growing very long. And I was in the garden, and I kind of hit my hand on something, and I could feel one of them kind of, ooh. So I was like, Lord, I don't want to rip my real nail off messing around. So I just cut those off very short. But I will need to go get my nails done. And so I'm going to take one for the team on this double colored hair for right now. And I'll get it done when I'm able to get it done. So all of the linens are off the bed. We're going in to put them in. And I'm only putting these linens in. I'm not putting anything else in. Brenda and Bridget are eating their meal. I do have seeds going. You can't see them, but they're up there. Mama does not like the, she don't like anybody in there when she's eating. So I'm just going to throw these in, and she's going to go, watch. She's going to come out. Watch. Bubba, I'm pulling your clothes out. You'll have to wash them in a minute. Because I got to get these linens done. And they should have been going. Like when you have all this much stuff, you can go it. It's too much just to sit. You can go it, okay? All right, laundry's in. Okay, we're in the kitchen and I'm getting ready to start a project. So this is my coffee cabinet. Y'all have seen this a zillion times. And a couple of things in here. The first and major thing, it doesn't have a back and stuff falls down. So we're done with all of that. I went yesterday and I got something called Luan to put a back on this. Now, one thing I was thinking was, let me put light on. I was thinking I would cover the back in fabric, but I use this as my coffee station, and I didn't want, if I cover it in fabric, because I was gonna adhere it with some adhesive, I won't be able to wash it, right? That's one problem. If coffee stains and spatters and stuff get on there. The second thing is, I used to drink a pot of coffee a day. Now I'm down to maybe a cup a day. If I can get 2 in, praise God, but that's not general because I drink so much water. About a gallon of water. And I don't have time for drinking coffee because then I don't get my water in, and then I'm drinking water all night and then I have to go to the bathroom. It's a whole thing. So I'm going to take out the big coffee pot. If I need this for company, guests, family, whatever, I'll bring it back out. But I don't need it for that, right? Doesn't need. So in this space, I'm actually going to bring over my kitchen composter, my Vigo Garden composter that I use, which I will link for you guys. And there will also be a code if you want to get a discount. That light is real bad. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, look, that's better. Praise the Lord. Okay, this might be better. I'll try it this way. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay. So I'm going to move that out, right? And then I'm going to put the kitchen composter in here. Now, Shakima, this is supposed to be a coffee cabinet. It is, and I'm here for that. I love all the things, but I just have to make this kitchen work for me, right? Now, one of the things that I probably need to do, and I'm thinking, I'm going to look. Okay, this right here, this piece seems to be nailed on top of these 2 pieces. And this is warped, right? And I have an extra piece of that Luan. Which I may be able to put in there. For right now, I'm going to leave it, but it's warped. It's bowing a little bit. So I'm going to see if I have anything that will fit. If I do, I'm going to take that piece out. I'm not going to repaint it because I don't have time for that. But I am going to change these curtains out. When we first got this was found on the side of the road. A friend of mine was like, oh, Shakima, I found this. Do you want it? And she took her truck and she got it for me. So this, while I do love that pattern, it's just old. And so this is what I bought at Walmart. It's just a yard, and I hope I have enough to cover both of these. So we're just gonna take these out. Jackson and I are gonna use our drill, handy dandy. We're gonna take these out, and we're going to use this on both sides. I wanted that see-through stuff, but I can't find it. And then the piece that I found at, I think it was like Home Depot or something, was expensive. And so I'm sure they have it cheaper. I wanted to be able to look in, but there are days I don't want to look in, right? I'm not a see my stuff type of person. That's why the composter has to go. It's on top of the fridge now, and it's not beneficial. I need it on the counter, but I don't like things on my counter. I need it down where I can get to it all the time, but I don't want it on my counter because I don't like things on my counter. So anywho, I'm going to get all this moved out, and then Jackson's going to come out and help me, and we're going to get that back on first. And the supplies. All those things. Right? See what I'm saying? You feel me? Put that one in the sink to wash. Is there coffee in this thing? Mama, Jackson, I need cleaning rags. Alrighty, you guys. So here I am in the kitchen. I've cleaned out this cabinet, just getting all the things out. Now, getting my plan together. I wanted to make sure that I cleaned very well, so I'm using that orange cleaner that came from Dollar Tree. Before I do anything to improve this cabinet, I just want to make sure that I clean it real well. This was a roadside find. A friend of mine found this when she was just out driving, and she called me and she's like, "Hey, I found this cabinet. Do you want it?" I don't know anybody that has as many cabinets in their house as I have. I have all these. I probably could I need to make like some type of I don't know. I just have all these cabinets. I love them, and they serve me because, again, I can close them. I could have this wrong, but I think Cass over on Clutterbug calls it a butterfly if you like to see all your stuff. I am definitely not a butterfly. I don't want to see anything. I am a, what am I? I can't remember. Cricket. I'm a cricket, meaning I will pile things, but until I'm ready to deal with them. And then when I deal with them, I deal with them. So this is kind of what this cabinet is getting ready to be. I put waters in here now because, first of all, we make coffee. But I also drink 8 waters a day, 8 bottles of water a day, which is the equivalent of a gallon of water. And I keep them inside of this cabinet. But because there's no back to it, when I'm stacking them in there, they fall behind the cabinet. So we're dealing with missing waters and all that. So here's what I'm trying to do now. This is our drill, and I thought, hey, this will make this job so much easier. It did not make the job so much easier because I couldn't figure out how to back out the screws or put the drill in reverse. I know that it does have a reverse function. I just couldn't figure that part out. So then I bring in, the big guns to help me, and we didn't get it figured out at all. So in just a second, you're going to see me switch to the hand screwdriver. Worked out very perfectly. But I will say this. This project, I got out of the bed and got in the kitchen about 9 o'clock. I had very much anticipated this taking me no time. This should have taken me the equivalent of 30 minutes. With my son, who moves at the pace of snail, it took 3 hours. We did not finish this part until noon. He had to eat, and he had to stop, and we had to do all the things. And I was so frustrated by the end of this project because, son, I'm trying to get things. I have other things. Like, I still needed to clean. I wanted this part of the kitchen to be done so I could then come in and do some cleaning. Yet my child is, not in a hurry to do much things. He will get to it when he gets to it. And if it doesn't get to it, then, hey, ain't no problem. It'll still be here next week. And that's just the things that challenge my thinking because I need to get things done immediately. And immediately is when I need them done. Not tomorrow, but immediately. So, anywho, I just wasn't trying to deal with this thing the whole time. So, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get me a screwdriver, handheld screwdriver, and move on. He was asking me what kind of fabric did I find, or did I find fabric, and I had found some. So, I went to the fabric section at Walmart, and I knew it's kind of hard to find a person to come and cut. And then those fabric prices were disrespectful.
So I said, you know what? Let me just see what they already have pre-cut. And I was able to find a yard of a blue fabric. It kind of looks like the curtains back there. And it's going to work out perfectly. Now, I like this green and brown fabric without a problem. But, you know, we just did something different. It all worked out in the end. And, yeah, that was how it went. So I'm just getting these things done. We had to take out some screws, and then I had to go around with a flat screwdriver and take out all the staples. I wanted to just start from scratch. All the things. I didn't repaint. Don't have time to do that right now. It's not out of the realm of possibility for the summer. So I'm just pulling down that fabric. It was dry rotted. It was time for it to come out. Those edges were rough. I really wish I had a sewing machine so that when I put the fabric up that I did, it would have really been, the edges would have been nice and straight, and all of that would have worked out very fine. So here I am really just speeding through now, getting stuff done, getting all those things off. My kitchen is still looking a wreck. It's not in any kind of shape right now, and I was frustrated because, again, I don't like to see stuff. And, you know, my son, again, moves at the speed of snail. So I got a plier. I popped all of the staples out with a screwdriver, and then I needed to pull them out. So I used a plier for that. And then, so here's Jackson. He's going to come in and help me get this luan set up. And we got this from Lowe's, and they'll cut it for you at Lowe's. So that's what we did. So before we put anything on the backing, I just wanted to make sure that I swept up real well. Now, the truth of my life is we have dogs, and dogs shed, and hair goes everywhere. If you do not stay up on the dog hair, you're going to be living in problems, and I don't want to live in problems. And so I just have to continually sweep, sweep, sweep. That is all dog hair from probably Gracie, but Gwen sheds as well. And you would think they're not shedding because they don't have long hair, but we're coming out of the cold season into a more warm season, and so they do shed. Here I am now on all fours trying to get the baseboards and all of that wiped down because I don't go back here as often as I would like. And what that means is, you know, you just get dust and stuff trapped up in there. And so I was just making sure that I could get all of that dust out before we actually put this cabinet back on. And then we're going to, you'll see Jackson is getting it all together. And like I said, if you get it at Lowe's, this is a material they can cut for you. And so in order to get it in our car, we had to have it cut in two pieces. But we measured before we went to Lowe's. And I knew the measurements lengthwise and widthwise. And so we did all that. I took my measuring tape with me to Lowe's. And then Jackson took some nails and the hammer and nailed some things in. He's still learning how to use a hammer. For me, his technique is not there, but he's learning. And I believe in teaching my children the things they need to know. So we've got that on, and now it's time to put that cabinet back in place. And I wanted to make sure that we got the cord. So we left a little piece of the other side open just so we could stick a cord in to get the plugs in, because I did not have a way to drill round circle holes for the cords. So Jackson just took down the curtains for me so we can get those washed up. Now, we don't take these things down very often, but when we do take them down, I like to go ahead and wash everything up. I did linens this morning. Now I'm doing curtains. We also got the living room curtains down to go ahead and give those a good wash as well. So now I'm just working on trimming up that fabric. And again, had I had a sewing machine, I would have sewed the edges so that it would have been a clean edge. But that is not the life I was living today. And you won't be able to see the edges with the cabinet closed anyway. And I'm just using my staple gun, which I run out of staples, to staple that down. We got everything situated, so I removed the big coffee pot and put my composter in here. Love it there because I can easily get to it. Before we had it on top of the fridge, and it was not easy to get to. Here I am now, I'm getting into the cleaning part. I do have plans to redo this table during the summer, and so now I'm just cleaning up. That was my holding station for all the stuffs from that cabinet. And I like to have the leaves down when we're not sitting there for dinner. It just gives a little bit more room in the kitchen and dining area because it's pretty compact, especially having that cabinet in there. So this area over here by the, where the deep freeze is where I had all my planting stuff. And so there was dirt and soil and, again, we're sweeping up for dog hair. And you just have to be consistent with that. In order to not have dog hair in your house, you have to sweep. And then we also went back and vacuumed. So I didn't just sweep because that just kind of throws the hair around. But we also went back and vacuumed up as well. I don't remember if I filmed that or not. I'm also watching that 1870s Homestead. I've got something going in the background while I am doing all the things. And I like this little suit that I'm wearing, but it makes me look big as a Buick. I'm actually down 4.8 pounds, praise God, from my whole 30. And so my next goal is the next 5 pounds. I need to lose 5 more pounds to be in the 170s. So I'm currently at 180. I did start Whole 30 March 25th, and it is currently April 25th. So I'm down 4.8 pounds, and I'll take it. I'm getting ready to go to the gym right now to get my workout in for the day. And because I've got some other things coming up this evening that I may not be able to get it in, and I want to be able to get it in, right? So do the things that work for you. And when I'm sweeping, I do a extra thorough job. I hate dog hair in my home at all, ever. But we have indoor dogs, and it is a fact of life. And so we battle it. We fight it every day. There's always hair somewhere. And I'm vacuuming and sweeping and doing just for my sake and safety. And Jackson has allergies. He did pop allergic to the dog, but we're keeping the dog, right? So, and we have another one. So, we do know, though, after these dogs, when they expire, we will not be getting new dogs. It's just not going to be a thing. So now that I've gotten that area clean, and in the Buffalo Lemons, dining room is a different day, kitchen is a different day, and pantry is a different day. But my dining room is not big, so that's all done. And now I'm just cleaning the kitchen. I like to wipe down the countertops. There's always crumbs. My son cooks, and he is a messy cook. So there's always crumbs. But I'm using this other little tool that I got from Amazon. It is a steam cleaner, and I'm using the scrub attachment. It has a little scrub pad on it. Well, not a scrub pad, but you know what I'm saying. It is a scrub pad. It's not abrasive. That's what I mean. And so I'm using that. It's just water and steam. And I think this is the best my countertops and stove have looked in a long, long time. So I am going to see that nastiness. It's gross. And my son is convinced the counters are clean. Sir, they are not. And so I didn't use any product, just steam. And then I'm going to wipe them dry. I'm going to use this same cleaner to do the cabinets. I just didn't have time to get it done on this day. I am seriously contemplating painting the cabinets, but that is a big move for me. Alrighty, y'all, we are done for today. Anyway, counters are clear. The only thing that is there is the air fryer. I'm good with the air. We use it every single day. We use this every single solitary day, so multiple times a day. So that can stay. Counters are done. Stove is wiped off. Shining too.
No dishes in the sink except that insert for the Instant Pot. I'm going to use it in a minute to do potatoes anyway. I have the cutting board there. Everything else is in the dishwasher. These cast irons, I need to wash and season these up very well, so I left these down because I wanted to make sure that I took care of it. They used to sit up there on top of this thing right here, so they're down for now. We did, I wiped all the baseboards behind the deep freeze, swept out all along here, swept out all underneath this. We did add on that piece of, what did the guy call it? I can't remember the name of it. But we added it in so you can no longer see through. I need to stain it, but I'm kind of thinking to do like a shiplap effect to it, so I'm leaving it for now. And then we, of course, changed out the curtains. I found that it was already a yard that was cut. I didn't have to ask anybody to come help me, to come cut it, or whatever the case was, because it was already cut. So I'll take it, but we're done in this kitchen. I have to go meet a friend for lunch at 3. So I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. I've got about 3 loads of clothes to fold, and then I'm gonna make the bed back. So the bed sheets are done. Extra load of laundry is done. I have kitchen curtains and living room curtains going now. And I'm gonna go ahead and fold those before sister gets home because she's still been dealing with that pneumonia and she does not feel well. So I'm trying to take up some of the slack. We've actually been very lax this break. When I'm on break, I really like to get stuff done. But just recently, it's like I'm just tired. I just want to rest. I've been working out a ton. And so I guess and I don't give myself rest days. Like today should be a rest day. I'm going to take an active rest day, which means I'm just going to walk on the treadmill. So I'm not going to lift today. But I'm going to try to do 45 minutes on the treadmill just to get in my 10,000 steps. So far, I've only gotten in a little over 2,000, but I've just been right in this little area. I haven't moved much. So anywho, there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Join us again. I still have the living room to do. We're going on retreat, so I'll take you guys on retreat. And yeah, you're gonna love it. Anywho, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.